committed more or less, and that commitment leads to success and going deeper into the meditation. So, the greatest secret, but open secret of mindfulness. Krishna talks about it, so we will understand that part in a easy and simple way. I think today is perhaps it's our 16th session. It's a wonderful, and I hope everyone is making a progress, going deeper. Asatuma satgamaya tamasuma jyotirgamaya mrityormamritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. A person asked the enlightened master, "What is the highest meditation?" These masters give you, you can say, out of the, just they give you the answer which does not fit and conform to the question. And that happens in almost in every, with every master. We have more than 108 Upanishads, the group of the text, which is a dialogue between the master and a disciple. So, disciple asks a particular question, and the master is totally answering out of the way. So, this disciple asked, the student asked, "What is the highest meditation?" The master said, "Where do you live?" So, now tell me, what is the highest meditation? Where do you live? So he said, "I live in Delhi." My master answered one, "I live in Delhi." "Where do you live?" So Delhi, like you can say Maricopa or Arizona state. So he named the uh, county and then he named the town. No, no, I'm asking you, where do you live? In the body or in the mind or deeper within? Based on that, I will guide you the highest practice of mindfulness. So if you live in the body, that highest meditation is totally different. If you live in the mind, the highest meditation is totally different. And if you have already committed in treating the path, the highest meditation is totally different. That is the journey. So uh, in the ninth chapter of the Gita, which explains, every chapter has something about meditation and mindfulness. So after teaching lot of stuff to his friend and the disciple Arjuna, Krishna, the originator and founder of this Eastern wisdom, he said, "I will tell you the highest secret of mindfulness." Are you ready? So look at this. I will tell you the highest secret of mindfulness and meditation. What is the meaning of the secret? Secret means only few people know it. Yeah, that is the meaning of the secret. Our president knows a lot of the secret which we do not know, even if we are citizen of this country. Yeah. The secret is not shared. Yeah. That is why we say classified documents. You see that? I'm coming to. Yes, Stephen is paying attention. That's important. Secret is not shared because it has not to be shared with everyone. But the journey of mindfulness and the highest secret is not shared because the people are not interested and committed. So, what it means? That secret is an open secret. It is a secret, but still it is an open secret. And once I talk about those secrets, you will understand instantly where your mind is, how you are leading your life and living your life. So you will also understand that it is a secret and still it is an open secret. That secret is only shared with who is a seeker. No, I should have even a little bit commitment. If I don't have that commitment to myself, not commitment to a teacher, you don't need any commitment to the teacher. Lay off the teachers. Laura and Jerry will say, this is not good. We are teachers. You see that? No, we enjoy because we don't take any. You see, I won't say responsibility, we are always free. The knowledge is coming from the teacher. We are passing on this knowledge to you. You take it if you are a seeker. You don't take it if you are not a seeker. You are committed, so you don't take it in one session. So you want to help your mind, you share your experiences that helps you to reveal those secrets. Secret knowledge is open secret. Why? The knowledge of the Eastern wisdom will find its own recipient. Our friend here, maybe last year he was not so much interested, but now it seems there is a commitment. And because of the commitment, there are certain changes that he's experiencing. I'm the same guy, I'm teaching the same thing. I'm saying to David, I'm saying the same thing. I'm talking in the same manner. Yeah. When I was at your house or here, do you see that? So the knowledge will find its own recipient. That is a very clear understanding. Not every people who listen, read, and understand this knowledge. So what is required? Sincerity, intense aspiration to know myself, commitment to change my life. I want to change my life from inside. Now question is, we are just talking about the open secret. Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshayami anusuyaye. So Krishna says, I'm going to reveal the highest secret, the greatest secret. And still, it is an open secret. The moment I talk and then you analyze your life, observe your life, you will find out. But finding only is not enough. We have to treat this path continuously, regularly, until we bring about a total change. So Krishna says, I'm going to reveal the highest secret that is instantly received by the mind, that is totally pure. The intellect is totally clear, and the person is a seeker. That much is required. Now, if you don't know chemistry and I'll say H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, you said I can say that sulfuric acid if you write in words, but H2SO4 I don't understand. Knowledge will find its own recipient. You see, the journey, the way the journey is undertaken. So he says in superlative, superior, there are three layers, huh? Good, better, best. So, so what is the lower secret, or you can say the lowest secret? Now, see, we always have certain thoughts and ideas and the feelings. The lowest secret, the religion tells what to do, what not to do. We talk of ethics and morality. That is the lowest secret. We pay a lip service. Yeah, it is very important to tell. Pay attention. The lowest secret, people become habitual. We have a prayer in every religion, isn't it? Yeah. So do's and don'ts comes from every religion. Without criticizing, we are understanding. It is the lowest secret. So I used to give an example, a kid who has passed in flying colors the fifth grade, and he goes to the principal again, put me into the fifth grade. Why? I like teachers. I like classroom. Is it practical? You complete your undergrad from Arizona State University and you have a plus A, and then you go to the, you want to go to the same class. Will there be a progress? Why the hell we are repeating the same prayer again and again for 20 years, 30 years? That is why it is the lowest secret. Are you understanding? No criticism, clarity. That is the lowest secret. What is the lowest secret? That there is some existence beyond my ego. That is why we offer the prayer. And once the mind and the intellect is convinced about it, the lower secret is open. I need not to repeat it. Are you getting it? What is the second secret? So this is at the physical level. We go to the temple, we go to the different places. Purely it is a physical. Do's, don'ts. Ethics, morality. Why that is to be done? to take over the animal mind. But that is only the first step, the lowest. And what is the middle? The same story which the master said, where do you live in the body? First step is done. Where do you live? I want to know. In the mind. So, what our mind thinks about our life, how do we live our mind? Live our life through the mind. Are we working on the mind or is the mind working on us? You see, second level. Now you are not worried about morality, ethics, do's and don'ts. If you are working on the mind, you lay off. You have no issue in the problem with the do's and don'ts. Check it. Check your life. Example, fidelity and infidelity. One example. If I'm working on the mind, no issue. If the mind is working on me, there is an issue. So that is the middle level of the secret. Three, good, better, best. That is the best. Find out in your life and what is the highest secret, and then we will start our practice. That true nature, that real self, that highest existence is within me. And I have to discover that. That is why it is the highest secret, and that is why it is also the open secret. So, how to align all the three levels? In New Jersey, Quakers, Methodists, they used to invite me for a talk, and I used to go there. Outside, I see the Jesus, and inside, I see my master is there. First step is done. No issue, no problem. Our mind aligns instantly. It does not go in favor or against anything outside. Why? It is an open secret. The truth lies within me. So I even need not to say I'm religious or I'm spiritual. Now it has become a fashion, I'm a spiritual guy, I'm not a religious guy. It has become only a fashion. We don't understand that. If you go a little deeper, it is only a fashion. So I used to go to the Quakers, and he was a professor teaching in Rutgers University. And he used to ask me a lot of questions. Why the Jesus should not be the image for your meditation? And I said, why not? Provided you know the steps of meditation, provided you know the mind is, you are working on the mind, any image will do. But one day you have to transcend those images the moment you find your own self, your true nature, absorbed into the highest state of mindfulness. Now, pick up a couple of things. You wake up in the morning, the mind starts blaming and complaining others. You don't know your open secret. The highest secret, you are not aware of it. Look at the Krishna, how he is saying that it is the highest secret and still it is an open secret and still we don't know. The mind starts blaming, complaining, whether it's a spouse or a son or a daughter or an employee or the employer. Where I moved to the second level. So, what is happening into my mind? The mind is working on me. I say others are responsible for my problem, my worries, my. At the physical level, one example, we talk of fidelity and infidelity. One example. The pleasure seeking mind, the mind looks always the pleasures in the objects of the world. What is the open secret? Permanent peace lies within me. Am I aware of it? Even in thoughts. That makes one a great seeker. Let me practice 1 hour of meditation once a week, and 23 hours my mind is living on the lower level and the middle level. Finished. Meditation has no value. Are you getting it? We are going a little deeper and deeper day by day. Do I live? It does not mean I have to discard my wife or a husband or a son and daughter. You see that? Don't take it in a different way. The moment you take it in a different way, you have lost it. That is why the master says it is a secret, and still it is an open secret. You see that? Do I see, ask the intellect to see the same self in my spouse or son and daughter or my friends, whether they are supporting me or not supporting me? That's a different issue. Are you getting it? So, what will happen to the mind? The mind will remain in peace and happiness. And when it remains in peace and happiness, it is easy to succeed in mindfulness. My master used to say, be cheerful means you are serving others. There are a list of maybe 15, 20 things. One of them is remain cheerful. To whom? To yourself. So what that means? You are serving others. Stephen, see that. You wake up in the morning and, when you live into that state, the science says it takes 132, I think, 132 groups of the muscles. It takes only 32 groups of muscles to be cheerful. Don't do hard work. Do it easy. See, I'm linking it to the highest level of the secret. When I am convinced, my intellect goes back again and again in every situation in my life, in my personal, professional, and social life. Highest secret, self. I am performing all my karma, thought, speech, and action is being expressed to reveal that self in every situation. Is an open secret, it is the highest secret, and that is where the mindfulness or meditation takes us to. Let us start our journey. Close your eyes. Stage one. Stage one, eyes are closed. You see that now. Remember, the master says, where do you live? And what I say? In the very first step, position of the body, and the mind is facing within. It doesn't want to think. It is simply facing within. Highest level, it doesn't want to think. It doesn't want to remain creating challenges to the body. So, what is going to happen when the mind is facing within? So, some people ask lower level, the seekers, what should I see? See darkness, emptiness, space. You have already seen millions and trillions of things for so many years, nothing happened. Why you are insisting to see any object? See that. And I can, now you all are understanding and experiencing the moment the mind starts looking deeper inside, the body moves into that state of steadiness. What exactly you are doing? Compare it with the master. Where do you live? In the body? No. In the mind? No. Beyond the body and the mind. So when the you even have a glimpse of the mind living beyond, the body will become steady. You need not to worry about it. And what we do, lowest level of the secret, I will practice asana for 20 years before I go into meditation. You see that? Same example of a student who passed the fifth grade. I will continue. See the open secret. Being comfortable. We settle again, being comfortable. We settle the mind little deeper. How? Move the mind in the stage one. We are moving into the second step, being comfortable. So we move the mind. Now the mind will play. You play with the mind. Move the mind on the neck joint. Be there, feel, and experience sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. You will enjoy that journey. It is doing nothing. In the superior level of the journey, you need not to do anything. That is why the mindfulness is known as effortless natural. Move the mind on the shoulder, joints feel, be there, and experience sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Move the mind on the entire body. Why to pick up all the joints? Now we are advanced seekers. Move the mind on the entire body. From the top of the head to the toes, looking, feeling all the joints of the body. Experiencing sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. How simple the journey is. So Krishna says it is an open secret, it is the highest secret, and that secret is revealed in the knowledge that happens in the mind. So being carefree. What is being carefree, free from all the cares? Who cares? The mind. How it cares? When it cares with the blame, complaint, reaction, hesitation, duality, repetition, habit, conditioning. But they are the content of the mind. I am different from it. That is what I have been explaining. You stand across a road watching the traffic. The two are separate. Can you separate the two with your knowledge in the mind? You cannot separate it physically. You look at a person and the thought mind blames and complains in terms of the thought, and you simply separate. You become free, you become cheerful. That is the real understanding of being carefree. Next week, we'll take up the third, another one step in the stage one, that is being natural, being casual. In the stage two, now understand when we settle the lower nature that is always identifies with the body. If you don't settle the lower nature, you cannot move to the higher. That is why the master asked, where do you live? So the second stage is to purify the mind. We will continue with all the steps of this stage number two, the short and the quick breath. And we will add one more. So looking deep inside the forehead, in the space or inside the chest, and start breathing short and quick, playful breath from both the nostrils. Continue playful breath. You are playing with the breath. Short in the quick expansion of the chest and the contraction of the rib cage continues. And stop it. Do nothing. Let me add one more thing. When you practice this breath for 2 minutes, was the mind reacting or responding? Was the mind enjoying and waiting just to complete? And then stop. You see, you will figure out the small objections and the reactions that the mind has it. In the next session, we will go little deeper. Now start breathing deep, silent, and slow. Let us add this step. So we started with short and quick breath, and now you start breathing deep, silent, and slow. What it means? The inhalation is and exhalation both are regulated by the mind. How it will regulate? If the mind is not aware and attentive. So when the mind is aware and attentive on the breath, it has left the lower secret of do's and don'ts. Now let me pay attention. So what is going to happen? You create a synergy of the body, breath, brain, and the mind. How you create the synergy? Continue deep, silent, and slow breath. How come you say that you are creating a synergy? Pay attention. The brain is habitual about breathing. So you are breaking that. You are breaking the conditioning of the brain. So if the brain changes, what is going to happen? And when you inhale deep, silent, and slow, there is an expansion and contraction of the belly and the chest. So, are we also bringing about a change in the brain with reference to the body? Yes. Third is most remarkable. I can go on talking about this, but to help your intellect to get inspired. When you are doing deep, silent, and slow, I'm giving you a very preliminary understanding. And if your breath rate is almost about 4 to 5 breaths a minute, in a normal breathing pattern of 18 to 21 breath, you intake 1.5 liters of air, out of which only 39% of oxygen is consumed. When you are doing deep, silent, and slow, you take 4.5 liters of air in one breath, and out of that air, you consume 69% of the oxygen present in it, validated by more than 20 research studies. We are going deeper. And now keep that deep, silent, and slow inhalation as it is to have that synergy. And while breathing out, start making the humming sound louder, deeper, and longer. You are not in a hurry to inhale. That is deep, silent, and slow breathing means what? You want to give 70% more oxygen to the brain. Why? To break its old pathways of the brain. We'll understand a little deeper with reference to the principles of the Eastern wisdom. At present, you are in the stage 2, the third step of humming. Continue. Last time. So the second stage is over. We move into the third stage. We will return to one step that we have repeated in first 3 and 4 practices earlier. Look at the head and the neck, just be there. Feel presence of and the experience of sensation, relaxation, stillness. That very existence is always still, all pervading. What is that? That is our consciousness. So, through the experience of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, we are asking the mind to see that existence, the open secret and the highest one. Look at the right arm. The mind moves on the right arm. Be there. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind on the left arm. Be there. Experience sensation, relaxation, stillness. Understand one subtle point. When you engage the mind during meditation to do something, the mind will definitely return to its old ways and manners and habits with all the reactions and the blame and the complaint. And what we are doing, we're not asking the mind to do anything. Now pay attention. Move the mind on the chest and the belly. Be there. Who is to be there? Mind. But do nothing. So there is a revelation. So this mind is educated. You need not to do anything. Wait for a revelation. And the experience is sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Mind goes to right leg. The mind goes to right leg. Doing nothing. Mind moves, but do nothing. Means what? It reveals sensation, relaxation, stillness. It may be a small thing at this moment. Let it be. Left leg. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. We are in the stage 3. We purified the mind in the stage 2 that helped the mind to move and live within. And now, in the stage 3, we give a glimpse to the mind, the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. We'll continue with our previous step that we did last week, Nyasa. What is Nyasa? Moving the mind on the highway with the breath. Maybe a little deeper breath, not very deep. The moment you start breathing, inhaling, move the mind on the right arm inside in the space. From the shoulder to the fingertips or from the fingertips to the shoulder. You adjust on your own. The mind is a driver. Breath is your car, and that car is moving in the space inside the right arm. Now move it inside the left arm. If you look closely, it is an open secret. The mind, the existence has given the prana the energy to act through the body in the world. So, what we did, sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body. What we are suggesting to the mind, you need not to go outside, live inside. So, move the mind. When you inhale inside the left arm, in the space, why in the space? You bypass the body. You bypass the lowest secret, the do's and don'ts, morality and ethics, even though understood by the mind, implemented by the body. And now move the mind inside the right leg. As you inhale, the mind moves inside with the breath inside the right leg, from the right side of the waist to the toes, or from the toes to the waist. Whatever is easy. Because of the habit, the mind creates a set of conditioning that we will take later on. One of you told me that, I can do it easily from the toes or to the waist. So mind wants to do its own way. That is how the mind blames, complains, and reacts. Because mind wants to do its own way. But at this time, it's okay. And move the mind inside the left leg. Highway inside. Car is your breath. Mind is the driver. We are in the stage 3 and the second step in the stage 3 of Nyasa. You will enjoy that how this body remains in a deepening state of sensation, relaxation, stillness. You may have other experiences of tingling or numbness or visions and the colors. Recognize and accept them. Now in the entire body, from the top of the head to the toes. Let us do it today, from the top of the head to the tailbone. And from the tailbone to the top of the head. Different layers and levels of our consciousness is represented by the spine, symbolically. So continue. The breath goes in, the mind drops from the top of the head reaches to the tailbone on the highway. And when the exhalation starts, the mind moves from the tailbone to the top of the head. And now moving to the stage for normal breath, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. The moment the breath goes in, on the breath you drop Om Shanti means I am the peace. And when you have that knowledge by saying Om Shanti, I am the peace, ask the mind to look into the infinite space inside. When the breath comes out, on the same breath you drop Om Shanti and become aware of the infinite space outside, which is the container of everything, all the physical objects, person. The breath goes in, you drop Om Shanti. So you know the knowledge. Om Shanti means I am the peace. In order to reach to the I am the peace, the form of the peace is like an infinite space. So we enter into the mental space, Chidakasha. In the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, in the state of mind living within, it is our stage for every stage has something of the lowest secret, the middle level, and the highest. But what is predominant, that is what we discussed and understood. And now we drop even Om Shanti. In the stage 5, we'll continue the three pointed awareness of the breath, in which we almost do nothing. We are simply aware, we know the breath is going in and out. We know we have a sensation of the breath inside the nose when it goes in and comes out. And the third point is very important. We don't ask the mind to work on us. How? We are simply aware that there is no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath, or we do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Three pointed awareness. Knowing the breath going in and out, feeling the sensation and no change. Be there. And do nothing, remain as you are. You were doing nothing. But the reference was three-pointed awareness, and that is the last step, stage where we simply do nothing but maintain our awareness. Awareness is naturally maintained. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Where do you live? You have an answer. Bring your mind to the right hand, your mind to the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside, know your experiences, and bring the hands down. We will share our experiences now.